So after getting all that out of the way, let's talk about the roadmap to get funded. Let me give you the roadmap to follow step by step that will get you to being a consistently profitable trader. This roadmap is designed for you to go through this step by step. Literally, you go step 1, okay, I've done it, perfect, I've done it. Step 2, I've done it, okay. Step 3, okay, I've done it. Step 4, okay, I've done it, and so on and so forth, right? So pay attention. This is going to be the full roadmap for you to go from where you're at right now, which maybe you just joined, maybe you're watching this for a second time, maybe you're watching this for a third time. But it's important for you to know the roadmap to get funded, because this is how you get to where you want to go. So step number 1, watch the content. Watch the content, as it is the best way to understand the concepts that we use in our strategy. I think this is pretty simple, and I personally don't recommend, if you are just starting off the Funded Trading Blueprint, I actually don't recommend you skipping things. Believe me, the lessons are not long. The lessons are not hours and hours and hours and hours of me just rambling. They are straight to the point, and they are supposed to give you value. So I recommend, no matter if you have experience trading or you have no experience trading, to watch all of the content. Now, second, observe the concepts. After this, you observe the concept. We have guidance for price observation in the course. So what this means is that a lot of people, usually they watch the content and they're like, okay, now I have this to backtest. That's not what I want you to do. What I want you to do is, now that you've watched the content, you actually go and try to observe the market for what we have been saying. There's a whole video on price observation, but the number one goal is for you to go to the 4-hour, go to the daily, go to the 1-hour, and see the order blocks, the fair value gaps, the daily bias, everything playing out. I want you to just observe without judging any of your thoughts or any of your conclusions, right? So observe the concepts is very, very good, because it will familiarize you to seeing entries. It will familiarize you to seeing daily bias. It will familiarize you to seeing Power of 3, for example. So that is point number 2. Point number 3, Power of 3 exercise, 3 years on EU. The Power of 3 exercise is an exercise that is based on the observation of one specific important concept in our strategy. See it play out in the market. So again, we have all of these examples in the course, but you're going to do Power of 3 exercise for 3 years on euro dollar. This is going to allow you to see how the market likes to manipulate before it likes to go in our desired direction. Right now, 4, daily bias exercise, 5 years on EU. The daily bias is the core of our strategy. If you master one thing, let that one thing be daily bias. Do this until you understand it to the core of your ability. Daily bias, as you know, it's the core of this strategy. Maybe some of you don't know, but we focus on direction over everything. We don't care about anything but direction. If you can consistently call the direction, the probability of you becoming a profitable trader is very, very high. So that's why the daily bias 5 years on EU is so important. Then hindsight testing, 1 year on EU. Hindsight testing is the exercise that starts putting everything we've learned into practice. And that is going to allow us to start seeing trades playing out and becoming familiar with our strategy. So just a quick, basically starting off without you even seeing this. Hindsight testing is basically backtesting, but without using the bar replay tool. So I want you to go over price, and I want you to see the market playing out, and I want you to set those trades. Set the trades that you see that you could have taken given the strategy. So the reason why hindsight testing is important is because a lot of people, they learn a strategy, they go and backtest. But there are so many exercises better than backtesting, and that's why I recommend Power of 3, daily bias exercise, and hindsight testing first. Only then are you going to watch market recaps, market breakdowns, course again, and only then do you backtest. So can you see how, yes, we give a lot of importance to backtest, but it's not the first things that you should do in order to master a strategy. Believe me, whatever you want to learn, this is going to be the best way to go about it. Now, 6, watch market recaps. Market recaps, trade recaps, everything is quite important. So market recaps are a very good way of seeing how we approach the market through real market price action and trades that we executed on. Then point number 7, watch market breakdowns. Market breakdowns are the breakdown before the market opens, which allows you to see the market with the same eyes that we see it. Right? So this is all available in the Discord or on our platform. Right? Point number 8, watch the course again. After all this, it's important to watch the course again, as you will notice many small details that you haven't noticed before. Now, I always give this example that some of you are watching this right now and you haven't noticed that I have a statue right here. Like, it's just a bust. I think it's bust that it's called. So because of that, now that I've pointed it out, you can't unsee it. You will watch the rest of this video and you will still notice that there's a bus right there. And that's because I told you that there's a bus right there. So what I mean by that, what I mean with point number 8 is that there are things that you haven't noticed that we mention constantly. And I mention it in the course, yet you haven't noticed it because you didn't have the capacity of understanding what was being said. And that's fine, that happens everywhere. If you've read a book 2 or 3 times, you've missed certain details, and that is completely fine. So that is why I recommend watching the course again. And then you go into backtesting 2 years. Now that you've done all the foundation exercises which teach you a lot about the strategy, you can start backtesting the strategy on EU for 2 years and prove to yourself through the bar replay tool that you have a profitable edge. So you backtest EU for 2 years. Then open a small live account and start trading with real money. This is the best way to practice without burning out from challenges. Use any small amount that you're comfortable with and stick with the strict 1% risk per trade. This step helps you familiarize with trading real money in the real markets without the pressure of passing a challenge. Because the thing is, the reason why we have 10, and by the way, obviously this is not financial advice. If you don't want to put money into an account, it's perfectly fine. I personally started with $1,000. When I started trading, I started with $1,000. So this is all out of personal experience. And again, always stick with 1% risk per trade. Don't really go over it. You don't need it. The $1,000 account, doesn't matter if you're risking 5%, doesn't matter if you're risking 10 or 1%. It's not going to change your life. Right? What is going to change your life is you learning this skill and then applying it on more and more and more capital that will not come through account flipping. So with that being said, a small live account is always going to be a great best friend for you to start. By the way, if you want free coaching calls with our coach, you can message one of the team members and ask them what the offers are for the live accounts, because we have amazing offers. Now, last but not least, we have prop firms. After a full quarter of consistent execution and profitability on your live account, you're ready for a prop firm challenge. Start with a smaller account to gain experience and prove your edge under challenge conditions, then scale up as you build trust in your process. We have a full guide on how to pick your prop firm challenge, the risk management to use, risk management on personal, risk management prop firm. So you have everything you need, right? So this is the roadmap that you can follow in order to become funded this year. I believe that this can be achieved in a very short period of time, but it requires work from your end. So if you're ready to put the work in, you have the roadmap now. It's all about following. So with that being said, if you want to download the roadmap, it's going to be in the description of this course video. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.